2024 came in like, get over here! Hello folks, welcome to 2024 and a new episode of Thoughts and Prayers, brought to you by YouTube extraordinaire, myself, Johnnydeals. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content like this bi-weekly. Also check us out on Twitch at twitch.tv/Johnnydeals, all lowercase, and also on X at Gideon Armor. Now, what we're going to do is talk about what I believe is going to be exciting this year. Starting with, Nintendo released the Switch back in March of 2017 to worldwide critical acclaim, making the console now 7 years old. Word on the street has it, the now dubbed Switch 2, for Holdplay's sake, will be released in the fourth quarter of 2024. And I've heard that it has SNES colored buttons. And a lot of the games are probably going to end up having colored buttons, be a big part of the gameplay. But besides the fact, this sounds actually kind of cool. I'm excited. I'm very excited for the Switch 2. I bought a Switch way back in 2019 for my family, and since then it's kind of broken down. We've been through 100 freaking Joy-Cons, but you know, I'll get in line like everybody else did in that lawsuit a couple years ago. My biggest thing that I want from the Switch 2 is just make the goddamn controllers work this time. Please, Nintendo, make good controllers. I know you guys want to monopolize on making the best video games in the world, but making it where everybody has to pay $70 every single 2 months because they threw a controller or fell down or a dog barely bit it. Making a console and a controller that is so weak that if you even sit on it, it might even break the controller. That's unacceptable. Can we please get a more durable controller this time around, Nintendo? Besides the fact, I will be looking forward in 2024 for the release of this console. Now moving on to the games this year. Rise of Ronin. You ever heard that cowboys and samurais roam the earth at the same time? Has that ever made you want to have a 6-shooter and a katana at hand at the same time? Well, Rise of Ronin has an answer for you. Coming March 24th, 2024, is a game I'm considering about putting in my wildcard slot for 2024. This game looks amazing. It's supposed to be an open-world samurai game set during the time period of when the West and the East were first meeting during the 1800s. It looks really cool, to be honest. I'm going to be playing this. I'm not a big fan of Team Ninja, based off their last couple of releases, but I will give this one a shot. If they can get the gunplay with the katana down, you can kill me in. I think this game might be a sleeper hit. I don't know. The graphics look amazing. I'm not sure what the engine is, don't ask me. But coming later in March, I will be playing this game on Twitch. You'll see it soon. Like a lot of you fellow Americans, I was a latecomer to the Atlas party. Ever since I lost 70 hours of my life back in 2020 to Persona 5, I've become a fan of the music, the characters, and Japanese vibes. Coming to Game Pass in February, we get to have the chance to experience Persona 3 in a whole new light. I didn't get to play this game, nor did I own a PSP when it first came out, but all I gotta say is I'm excited to play this game. I absolutely love Persona 4 and 5. I held off on this one. I was thinking about playing it and streaming it until right when I was thinking about it around that time, they announced this for Game Pass. I will be playing this, folks. Please keep an eye out. And I highly recommend playing this game too for yourself as well, because these games will give you about 100 hours of gameplay if you let it. Just be careful. Coming out February 2nd, and I think February 5th on Game Pass. Persona 3, folks. Dragon Dogma 1 came out back in 2012 to the backdrop of Far Cry 3, Mass Effect 3, Max Payne 3, Diablo 3, Assassin's Creed 3, Black Ops 2, and Skyrim was still pumping out some numbers there, because it just came out in May of the year prior. But besides the fact of there being a lot of 3 games that came out in 2012, Dragon's Dogma kind of got buried underneath the whole shebang, if you ask me. There was a lot of games that came out this year that came out. There was a lot of games that came out in 2023. There was a lot of games that came out in 2012, just like in 2023. So, this new one that's coming out, Dragon Dogmas 2, it looks like they shedded blood and tears to make this game, to be honest. It looks amazing, and they switched it up a little bit. It's not going to have the same world. It has the same world, but it's in a different type of parallel universe from the first game. But the setup for this next game looks so great. The ability to jump on things like Monster Hunter, climb things and then have like a Dark Souls-esque kind of thing on the end of it. It's kind of amazing. We'll see what happens when it gets released here. It's coming out in March. So, once again, so it'll be fighting right next to Rise of Ronin. Who knows? It might. I don't know. We'll see what happens when it comes out. Final Fantasy VII. We waited a long time for Square Enix to give us Final Fantasy VII Remake. Just 4 years later, we get the next chapter in the form of Rebirth. February 29th will be a 24/7 day for me streaming. I absolutely am a fan of Final Fantasy, especially Final Fantasy VII. This looks like so much fun. Once again, just like Dragon's Dogma 2, a parallel universe thing is going on with this game. I didn't beat the first one. I think I might go back and play it on Twitch just right before this game comes out, just to get some people pumped up. We'll find out, but Sephiroth, Cloud, looks like they held the whole game here, even Valentine. Looks amazing, man. They even redid Genova. I mean, from what they've shown from Genova, it looks pretty damn good. We'll see what happens, folks. Also, January 19th of 2024 to February 1st of 2024, in select theaters, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is going to get a little boost from its old pal, Final Fantasy Advent Children. Yes, folks, select theaters in Japan and America will be seeing the return of Final Fantasy Advent Children. Story of what happened to Cloud and Tifa in the game after Genova and Sephiroth came through and tried to cast Meteor, and also, no spoilers, the death of Ares. I'm looking forward to watching this again. I think I'll just stay home and watch it. I own it on PlayStation, and also I think I have a DVD of it. But for all of you who haven't seen it, I highly recommend go watching it in preparation for Final Fantasy VII's Rebirth. That's pretty much it for Thoughts and Prayers today, folks. I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget, like I said before, to like, subscribe, follow. Check us out on Twitch. Check us out here on the YouTube. Support, hit the notification. My name is Johnnydeals, and we will see you next time.